Sagittarius gang, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards. These are timeless general readings, guys, so please come into it with an open heart and an open mind, but do know in advance not everything I say will resonate with every single one of you out there, so take away only what resonates, what speaks to you, motivates you, inspires you. Please release the rest. Do have faith at serving someone else out there, even if it is not you. Okay, guys, those are my rules. You know you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. And isn't that empowering, right? All right, let's do it, Sagittarius. I'm a ham today. What can I say? All right, let's do it. Sagittarius, what is coming in for Sagittarius? Happy spring, guys. It's Aries season. We're in that nice fire energy. All right. Ooh, Two of Cups, the Star, and the Ten of Wands. Oh my God. Okay. So I know the Ten of Wands can have like a heavy connotation, but like, look how cute this card is. Like, somebody help him. He's got too much. Somebody come in and help. I feel like that's what you're doing for someone. It's like someone really gets at your emotions in a way that, I don't know if you've never experienced it before, but it's like your heart just goes out to this person and you offer a helping hand, and it's almost like maybe like a fated connection or something like that. I just keep getting, oh my God, somebody help him. He needs help. Sagittarius, who is this? He or she, I suppose, right? Two of Cups is great. Two of Cups talks about a good partnership. It can talk about compatibility. It could certainly be exchanging numbers and texts and flirtations with people. Anything in Cups usually has to do with our heart, our emotions. Sometimes it's romantic connections. It can also be spiritual connections, right? Soulmate doesn't always have to be romantic by nature, but I don't know, it might be. In terms of major arcana, the first one coming out is Aquarius. So if you got your eyes on an Aquarius, I almost feel like in a cute way. I hope this doesn't come off as brash, but it's like they're going to give in. Like they can't put it off any longer if you start pursuing them in a respectful way, right, Sagittarius? I think the Aquarius will cave. I'm almost getting, I don't know what, I'm going to move away from the Aquarius, but just let me finish this thought for those who are dealing with them. There's something about they're kind of confused by you. I think they're intrigued, but I think, I don't know. There's something about your personalities that may clash ever so slightly, but I think it has to do with miscommunication in terms of like maybe your sense of humor, or you may have said something very just whatever off the cuff and they sort of took it to heart and they misinterpreted what you were saying or something like that. It's a very sensitive Aquarius you're dealing with, so possibly one who has maybe Pisces in their chart or something like that. It doesn't really matter. I think they are actually giving you the once-over-two in a positive way. Like, they may have initially acted very cold or reserved or just kind of gave you kind of the cold shoulder, but do not be fooled. The Aquarius is still thinking about you. In fact, let's just finish up on the Aquarius and then I'll move away to something more general. The Aquarius regarding Sagittarius, what? Queen of Swords. So I kind of like that the Queen of Swords is coming up. Typically, it's a card that has to do with someone who's kind of like a no bullshit queen, right? She's by far the most severe, but she is fair. She is just. What she searches for is truth, and I feel like something about that is just very compatible with Sagittarius. You guys want the truth, right? The whole truth. You can't handle the truth. But she's not deceiving, but initially, if you take her at face value, you're going to look at her and be like, oh, like, she's not interested. But that's like this false sense of protection, because ultimately this card is strongly related to Libra, and Libra is ruled by planet Venus, which is the planet of love and balance and harmony and romance and sensuality, right? So that's what I mean. There's definitely more to be discovered with the Aquarius, whether they are male or female, and the Libra as well. And double down on those two signs. There's something, again, like something you may have said or vice versa, something they may have said, you're like, oh, I thought they liked me, but now it's like you guys are both all up in your head about it, and you just kind of need to let go of like the bullshit of what you thought and actually have like an honest conversation about what's going on. So, and if it's not necessarily anything bad, it's just confusion of like all up in your head of like, well, I thought they were flirting with me, but are they? And now it's like you guys are both just, your thoughts are spinning out of control, and it's for no reason. Like, this could all be solved easily if you just opened up the channel of communication, and I would say express honestly. You can still do it in your, charming, silly Sagittarius way, but it's like you guys need to understand where you honestly stand with each other, because it's like, I don't mean to be mean, and this could be your person too, but somebody is not as socially aware of like flirting or how that works. There's something about like the way they do it is a little bit off. And so again, it's like your common language, it didn't quite stick the landing the first time. Even if this was a first date, I would argue if someone was like, yeah, like, nice meeting you, but like, you know, it doesn't seem like, I don't know, I'm almost getting you both agreed, like, okay, yeah, like, have a good life, no big deal. The thing is, you both are still thinking about each other. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up because that one's very specific, but the whole Aquarius Libra thing, I don't think that's done. Because someone is still carrying around the burden of thinking about you, yeah, being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. There's something about, like, as much as they've, 10 of Wands their ass, like, wrap it up, I'm done with it, I don't want to carry around this weight anymore. They're doing it, though, and they're doing it in a way where they're very determined, they don't want to let go, because it's like, I think intuitively you both know there might actually be something here, like, in theory, the whole, like, oh my gosh, help him. There's like, this connection of you guys could help each other with something. You guys could help each other sort of tap into that part of you that is a little bit insecure or a little bit awkward, but the thing is, with a little bit of work and effort, I think you guys could land well with each other. Otherwise the Wheel of Fortune wouldn't be coming up. That's what I mean. Like, this cycle is not done. Something about it is coming around again, if you want it to, of course. Sagittarius, you have free will. So if this is a Libra Aquarius ex and you were like, I'm done with them, but they're still thinking about you, if you don't, you never have to. I'm just showing you some energy of potential here, because not every ex is a toxic ex, right? So I like the Wheel of Fortune is coming up. Yeah, and I do like that too. So I'm going to go back to that other story of you. It's almost like, I hate to make these like dumb fairy tale romance stories, but you'd be surprised how often I get that. Like, I guess rom-coms are, exist for a reason, right? They probably tap into real scenarios that the writers have been through. There's something about you meet a stranger on the street or you offer to help them with something. Ooh, this came up in, I think, Gemini's reading too. Or, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It may have actually been Aquarius's reading too. And you offer to lend a helping hand, and it's all of a sudden, it's like you're off to the races and you guys become like instant best friends. There's some sort of mutual connection you have, and you have no idea. You have no way of anticipating that you two have a lot in common. You just kind of do something out of the kindness of your heart. You see someone struggling with something, or, I don't know, whatever it is, fill in the blank. Hold on, I'll get there. And it's like the wheels start to turn. There's something very fortuitous about this connection, and that could be why the star is coming up too, if it has nothing to do with an Aquarius, though it might. This is like divinely guided, divine intervention. It's like you guys were paired together to accomplish something great, or to at least, I don't know, exchange knowledge, exchange information, exchange flirtation, love, support, loyalty, whatever it is. A lot of air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming through here. I also, when I said you offer to help this person, I almost got this metaphor of you helping an older person. So in that case, it wouldn't be necessarily romantic, though. Hey, I'm not going to put an age limit on your dating life, but have you guys seen The Holiday with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz? I'm almost getting the idea of how Kate Winslet ends up helping that little older man get around, and they do instantly become best friends. They talk a lot about movies and this and that, but I think via that old guy, she makes some sort of like romantic connection with Jack Black, right? Isn't Jack Black adorable in that movie? I don't even like him that much, but I'm like, he's so cute. That's what I mean. There's something about this connection where even though the thing is, you are not pursuing it outright for the romantic connection, because flat out for some of you it wouldn't be a romantic connection, but it's like a domino effect. It could potentially lead to something like, like, I have a son your age, I should introduce you, and you're like, oh really? Like that kind of thing. Like, it's, you kind of hit the jackpot on helping someone who's just they're in need of a favor, and you jump in. And what is that expression? With no intent of like tit for tat. There's no, it's not like a transactional thing you're doing. You're not doing it you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, and the universe is like, oh, Sagittarius, I see you being a little earth angel over there. I'm gonna send you something nice for that. It's like you get rewarded for a good deed. Sagittarius, I'm into this. This is cool. All right, tell me one more thing about this, and then we'll move on. Anything about this compatibility? Something in the park. I don't know if you guys are going to have a date in the park, or you already did, or that would make a lot of sense. Pandemic dating. Let's meet in the park. Let's see. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, the reason why this connection is so strong is because, hear me out, neither one of you need each other. The reason why this connection is so beautiful is because you are both very independent and strong and capable of living your life confidently on your own 2 feet. You don't necessarily rely on other people's kindness or favors or this or that, but but you are naturally inclined to lend a helping hand to other people. And what's so beautiful about this is so is this person. You both are incredibly empathetic, compassionate towards those who need help, right? In any arena or category of life. What's really cool is that like you're badass all on your own. And I think there is a really nice sense of confidence and pride in something you've recently accomplished. Maybe you've been kicking ass at work. Maybe you've mended some friendships in your life. Whatever it is, it's like you're at a place where you're feeling very like not cocky, not egocentric. You're just like you're living your best life. You're showing up and doing the work, and it feels like you're getting rewarded, and you are in more ways than one. So I think the reason why this connection is so strong is because you are on the same playing field. It's not to say your life has been all sunshine and rainbows and that everything is easy. Quite the opposite. I think you've come a very long way in your life path, but essentially you are paired with someone, the divine, if you'll go with me on this spiritual part of it. The divine has paired you with someone who's on the same playing field, so you guys can not only learn a lot from each other, but you share a lot of similar values. And again, that empathy is what's so important, because maybe you didn't have a lot of people that helped you in your life, Sagittarius. Maybe you were a one-woman show or a one-man band, or however you want to say it, and you had to rely on yourself, and it's almost like the reward for proving to yourself that you are strong and capable of, kicking ass and just being a good person. It's like you didn't let that hinder your ability to be kind and again, compassionate. It's almost like you, after a long haul, you get rewarded for your strength of character. And this person equally has that in them. So you're being paired up with someone where finally it's, I'm going to say it this way, whether it's short-term or long-term, it is a soulmate connection. It's not necessarily karmic in that the only reason you're being paired with this person is to learn some harsh lessons that are essentially going to kick your ass, but kick you into becoming a better person. I think you've already been through a karmic. I think this is more of a soulmate connection where should you choose to pursue it more, this could lead to almost like changing your destiny. It's like the what am I hearing? The hand of destiny? I don't know. This seems really cool. It's almost like you, what is that expression? Not winning the lottery, but like winning the poker game. I'm hearing something about poker and like chips. Is there some sort of expression of like you, I'm literally hearing like house of cards, deck of cards. So I don't, it's funny how this works because I don't know what like universe is trying to get me to say, but I'm just going to show you this card because that's what's prompting it. So maybe that's a connection you guys have. I don't know. Maybe you both are poker players or something silly like that. I don't know. I think it's more of a metaphor than anything else, but it feels like you're about to like cash in. Okay, cash in. Something about you won a lot or something like that. I'm literally seeing like Vegas casinos now, and oh my god, I'm seeing Rain Man. Have you guys seen that movie where you know what I mean? Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman are like riding down the escalator in their suits. It's like they're about to go big or go home. Like that's what this feels like. And I even love that too because again, like Sagittarius, your energy is just so fun sometimes. There's such a sense of humor. Like it's all with a wink. Like it's like I don't know, there's just something really funny about it. It's like, Rain Man's dressed up in this suit and it's so awkward and uncomfortable and not who he is, but Tom Cruise is like play it cool. Like it's just really funny. It's like you guys are partners in crime. Ooh, I like that. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. I'm gonna leave that as it is. Let's pull one more. I always want to use this deck, and this deck is adorable. It's Jane Austen Tarot. It's hard to read tarot off of it if you're not uber familiar because it doesn't read the way other tarot decks do. But Jane Austen was a Sagittarius, so I think I was called to use it. And also my best friend gave me this deck, so I'm just like, no, like it. Like I want to love this deck, but I'm still kind of working at it, so bear with me. We'll see if we can get some good messages off of it, but if nothing else, you got a good one there. So let's do a quick 3-card pull. Let's, I don't know, tap into a new group of Sagittarius. What do we got for Sag? For Sagittarius. That other storyline may involve a Virgo as well. The Star again. Interesting. Okay. So some of these are really similar. Do you see that's the same card? So again, very frequently associated with Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. It does also have to do with anything regarding your 11th house activities. So in your birth chart, your 11th house has to do with anything regarding your long-term hopes, dreams, and wishes, as well as social circles, friends group, community activities, your, poker games that you play at the town hall or whatever, something like that. I don't know. The Star. Who you got your eye on? What's this? Something about Rose? Is that someone's name? rosy rose, or that could be a crystal, or I don't know, something gives you roses, something about roses or rose. I'll never let go, Jack. This is cute. Look at you. I think there is something about that one who you guys, it was cut off or cut short. I keep wanting to say, this clearly looks like someone who's going back to a time or revisiting like the memory of it. Do you see how it almost looks like a thought bubble like you would see in a movie? It's like, I don't know, and this could be your person, but I do feel like it's you, Sagittarius. It's like your mind wanders back to that one time and you're like, was it really a make or break thing? Like if they said something wrong, did I jump to conclusions too quickly? Did I get offended too quickly? Or more than likely it was vice versa. Sorry, Sag, I'm throwing you under the bus. You may have said something and it just didn't land right with your person and they were like, you know what, like I'm good. I think a lot of you may go back and revisit it just to either explain yourself or to test the waters and see if this person is really done. Because again, to me, it's saying they're looking over some old note that you wrote them, or they're rereading the text or the email, some form of text or communication. This person is rereading it, and maybe you're both doing the same thing. Maybe it's like this person is rereading it and the way they reacted to your text, and they're like, oh, maybe I may have overreacted, or do you know what I mean? I feel like that message has come up twice now, and so that, in a sense, it could be a soulmate connection, but it could also be karmic in that you both are meant to learn something about yourself. So person A, maybe they need to learn to be a little bit more sensitive and choose their words more wisely, where person B needs to have maybe a little bit of some tougher skin and develop a little bit of, or work on their sensitivity to not take everything so personally, maybe even to lighten up and have, more of a sense of humor about themselves. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think this is totally kaput if you both are interested, and I see you both thinking about each other. Especially if you, Sagittarius, have very strong Aquarius in your chart. If you have like a Venus in Aquarius, well, you wouldn't have a Venus in Aquarius. I always forget, Venus travels very close to the sun sign, so maybe you have a moon in Aquarius or you're an Aquarius rising. This is cute. Do you see how in tarot, let's just pretend you know nothing about tarot, and maybe you don't, right? Do you see how just by this story alone, like, look at the way these people are looking. What are they looking at? Who are they looking at? What is their facial expression like? You literally have a divine couple. Yes, in this example, they are male and female. It doesn't mean this won't apply to same-sex couples, but what's between them is, gee, wouldn't it be nice if we were together? Like, Sagittarius, I'm done. This is awesome. If you feel the need to revisit this or are curious about something that, again, I feel like it may have already transpired, or it's the idea of what could have been had you taken that risk or whatever, I think there's a mutual interest in either fixing this, making it better, or revisiting it. Or just making peace with it in a way where maybe there's an apology, or I don't know what this is, but this feels very strong to me. It may also involve an Aries. See, I'm glad I used Jane Austen Tarot after all. There may have been a little bit bruised ego or damaged ego, but again, fixable. This is not the end of the world. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. If you made it this far, God bless you. I love you guys. Please remember to like the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really does help my my analytics. It lets YouTube know that you guys are watching these videos and want to see more of them. I promise it's not my ego, I'm happy that you guys just show up. That means the world to me. So yeah, I will see you next Tuesday for more tarot. Wishing you all the best. Bye, Sag.